Am I live? Looks like I'm live. Good morning. Welcome. Oh, my tablet here looks like there's an ad playing. That's awesome. But hey, it's honestly what helps support my channel. Skip the ad there. Hey, there I am. Good morning. Welcome, guys. So, thought we would try this Wednesday morning. Have a cup of coffee, answer some questions, chat with you guys. And yeah, today I'm working on U-joints. Got my rear drive shaft down there. You can see there's the U-joint right there. So, how you guys doing this morning? Thought you would just hang out and visit, give you something to do while you're at work. I'm just gonna kind of get set up here and kind of like last time, I'll do some filming, like filming my next episode. Got my coffee, I'm good. All right, good morning. I've also got a little snack here. Probably shouldn't be eating. Gonna make it hard to talk. But, oh well. I also have to set up my microphone. Sorry if the audio on the live stream here isn't gonna be superb. I still don't have my external microphone hooked up on this phone. I'm streaming from a phone. Good, I can eat, thank you. Let me set you guys down here. Boop, there we go. All right, see what's going on. Hey, Bill. Bill from British Columbia. Waiting for Jeep Solid. Actually, I wonder if this live chat isn't, yeah, I'm not getting the live chat on my tablet here. Let me reset this here. It's one of the issues. I can't see the live chat on the phone. There we go. So hook it up. Yeah, I know. I need a dongle. I need a dongle. My kids have one. I gotta test it. Yada yada. Did you get a chance to look at the YouTube and does that body work? I don't know what you mean. What are you asking? That's an awesome coffee mug. Watching this from the East Coast. You're on your lunch break. Hey, Josh. Thank you for the comment on the mug. Yeah, it's a good one. I saw it and I had to have it. If you notice at the top, Doc Hudson. You know who Doc Hudson is? Chris. Good morning, Chris. How you doing? So I'm going to continue to just kind of set up. You guys can kind of watch me tinker with this U-joint a little bit. I'm going to be filming my next episode. Good morning, Bella. Kids are coming in the shop, but hey, that's what happens when you're live streaming. I'll take 10. He suggested a channel last live stream. Can't remember the name. What? Moab Wheeling, good morning. So let's set up here. Let me show you guys a little bit what we got going on. So, new U-joints, greasable. My U-joints on this guy, just kind of worn out. You know, I don't know the last time they've been changed. Here's my new one. So I'm just gonna kind of go through how to replace the U-joint. This guy's gonna be easy. This guy down here with the yoke on it for the, goes in the transfer case. A little more of a pain, but we're gonna use the socket method to drive the U-joint out, so that'll be fun. And got my gear here because I don't like having ringing in my ears, eye protection, everything I need. So that's what I'm gonna be working on. I'll try to read chat as we go along. Are all the joints the same size in the drive shaft? On the rear drive shaft here, yeah. And I'll be sure to link in Friday's video. So this is actually going to be Friday's video. Today's Wednesday, and I got to have a video ready by Friday. So I'll be sure to link them what I'm using in the description of my video like I always do. Autocorrect me again. Yep, autocorrect is a killer sometimes. All the joints the same size. Yep, all right. So I'll try to check in on chat every now and then, but sorry if I miss your comment or something. Let me hook myself up here. Where's my microphone? There we go. All the little parts of creating videos. And this is why creating videos makes your project take, my estimate is 3 times as long. For example, when I did axle seals on this guy, it took me, what was it, 5 or 6 hours? But I probably could have done it in 2 hours if I wasn't filming. As opposed to the first time Jason and I did it, took us 28 hours. But that was kind of figuring out the best method and running into problems, running to the hardware store, lots of little things. That's a cool hat. How can people order one? Thanks, Bronco Solid. Yes, I know. I'm working with Teespring right now, and they can't get the colors right. I'm emailing them back and forth, and I haven't heard from them in a week, and I need to harass them. Honestly, I'm getting kind of frustrated with Teespring because they're just not being helpful. But I kind of have to use Teespring because it's the only one that's like linked with YouTube so I can have like a merch page or merch listed underneath my videos. So I'm kind of stuck using them. Otherwise, I would go with a different company. I should fire Teespring, yes. I'm going to write a very strongly worded letter to them. A letter? An email. Come back when you can. All right, let's keep going. Microphone is on. There we go. Take the extra cord, put it in my pocket. How many people we got on? 24. Cool. Good morning. Grab a cup of coffee. Let's work on the shop here. All right, let's continue on. I'm thinking about what I want to do, where I'm at with my video here for Friday's video. We're going to paint it at some point. Yes, we are. So I want to talk about my new U-joint. Yeah, I'll save that though. We'll do that during the installation phase. So let's just keep talking about getting the old U-joint out. I'm gonna have to move you guys around a little bit as I'm working. Yes, working like a second job. But it's fun. I enjoy hanging out in the shop, working on stuff, creating videos, helping people out. Sometimes it is a lot of work, a lot of hours, a lot of time. You're gonna get a TJ or a JK in the comment. Awesome. That's the trouble with reading comments on the phone is they disappear after a few seconds. That's why I have my tablet up to refer to them, but mic check. Bah, bah. That's how I check my mic. Bah. So I've got the focus. So I've got the drive shaft just in a vise there. It's not clamped down on it tight, just kind of helping hold it. And it's set up here for me to drive the U-joints out. I'm going to show you guys using the socket method. This is, it's a fairly easy method, and it's something most everybody has on hand, so I like that method. And then everything I need to pound it out of there. Be sure to wear some ear protection, eye protection as you're doing this. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take these little clips out. There's 4 of them all the way around. What are these little snap rings? All the little parts of making videos. Let's see, 4-door is the way to go, most popular. You've helped me out immensely. I'm doing a frame swap on my 94 YJ. Awesome, glad my videos have helped. True on the 4-door, especially if you have kids. Yeah, crazy how much 4-doors go for. Oh, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely crazy. But the good thing is, Jeeps hold their value. They really hold their value, right? Oh yeah, that's what Bronco Solid said. I love my TJ 4.0 automatic and auto in your 93. It's actually really nice, yeah. When I'm gonna get a JK eventually, and yeah, I'll get an automatic. Just honestly so my wife can drive it as well, my kids. And I either want a 4.0 or 3.6. The 3.6 is nice, but it's not legend. The new Jeeps just aren't like Jeep anymore though. Yeah, I mean they're a little more cushy now, aren't they? A little softer. Yeah, it's okay, I'm getting older. A little luxury is okay with me. Dale has a 3.6 that needs to be rebuilt. Yes, I do. I have so much money. No, oh, wait, no, it's a 3.8, isn't it? It's the older one. I have so much money in my TJ and my wife's JK. Yeah, that happens. Got it for 50 bucks, maybe 60, yeah. That's my engine that I bought. And it has a, oh, it started making some knocking. What's up, dudes? Hey, Jeep Girl Garage, good morning. It's Ethan. Ethan at Jeep Girl Garage. What's your take on diesel Jeeps? I mean, cool for, you know, towing and if you want, you know, just all the benefits of diesel. I honestly, I haven't, don't have much experience with diesel though. Honestly, I've never owned, of course I've driven and I've used diesel vehicles, but I've never owned one and had to maintain one and work on it and all that. Yeah, the 3.8 sucks. Yep. That's why I'm looking at 2012 and newer JK. Dude, I need help cracking my front brake lines. Front breaker lines. I would avoid diesels because of more complex emissions. Brake. Oh, front brake lines, yeah. What's wrong with them? Gosh, and JK, yeah. Oh, it's stripping? Wait, is that Jeep Girl? What is stripping the brake lines? Like the fittings are just getting stripped? Like you need new lines? I just bought a stock 95 YJ. Oh, awesome. In good shape, no rust. The flare wrench. Oh, the flare wrench is rounding it off? Or is it stripping the threads? Doing extended lines for the lift. Yes. You gotta watch that. I actually have a video where it shows, like, yeah, you're putting lift on, you gotta watch your brake lines. So, yeah, rounding the nut, okay. Yeah, get some channel locks on there real tight. That'll do it as well, but you might need to replace, like if it starting to strip, it might be too late. You might have to just replace that section of line, but when I've run into that where the it's just stripping out the line, it's rounding it off, yeah, you got to use a channel lock on it. What Jeep are you going to put the motor into? Hey, Bronco Solid's still there. All right, I'm going to keep working here. I got stuff to do. I could sit here and read comments all day long. And bring you guys in closer. Get these, test my audio, these snap rings out of here. One of the challenges of filming and doing live stream, sometimes things don't go perfect. But that's the challenge, right? Can you guys imagine one of your repairs if you had just general population, general public watching you, critiquing you? Most of the time though, honestly, people are really nice. They know I'm just a normal guy working in the shop. But every once in a while I get a comment from somebody that is not kind, but I try to give them the benefit of the doubt. And all right, get these guys out of the way. Figure out my next shot here. And back you guys up a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. So next we're going to drive these this U-joint out, and what we need is a smaller socket that fits inside, and that's going to be our driving force right here. And then we need a larger socket that the U-joint will actually fit inside of, so when it starts driving down into it, it has somewhere to go. So a larger socket like this is a 28 millimeter, fits nicely on the outside. So we're going to set it up like this. We'll get this yoke off first. So this is going to be the receiver. So we're going to set it down like that. And this guy on top to drive it down. Easy as that. Back my camera up. See how this goes. I'm on the wrong side. Guess I can hold it like that. Now I'm just driving it out until it's bottomed out. So when the joint here is all the way off to the side, you'll kind of hit until it kind of starts running into itself and won't go any farther. There we go. All the magic of making videos. What are you guys up to here? Let's see. Awesome on no salt. 3-year-old JKs are rusting. Yeah, we live in a no salt state. So, well, actually, I think some areas in Portland are starting to salt some roads. I just saw your first video. Oh, my very first video. If you look back at some of my old stuff, wow. But that's part of doing YouTube. You start out, things are awkward, you're very robotic. Hi, good morning, and welcome to Jeep Solid Garage. It's really funny. But then the more you do it, the more natural you get. You start to realize, like, hey, just be yourself. But you have to kind of experience it to be yourself, because everybody says that. Just be yourself on camera, but honestly, it's a comfort level, and it takes a while to get comfortable just talking to people. And so, yeah, it's good. I tried doing a video on how to change engine oil. Huge mistake. Probably the messiest video idea ever. Eventually, I'll get a video up or something. Cool, yeah, stick with it. Just takes time. Sounds like a robot, yep. Harbor Freight presses are pretty okay sometimes. Pretty okay, yeah. Harbor Freight's great. Actually, they have great disposable tools. I use Harbor Freight all the time. I really do. I actually just bought a bunch of stuff at Harbor Freight yesterday. It's okay. I won't critique. It's not a professional shop. Come on, guys. He's just teaching us how to do simple stuff. Simple garage. Yep. What, was somebody making fun of me or something? Yeah, it's not my profession, definitely not, but just showing how an average guy does repairs with simple tools. Like, I don't have big fancy shop that a professional mechanic has, but that's the way most people are. Oh yeah, my U-joint on the other side fell apart. That's a good little tip. Jason said to... We're always making fun of Dale. Jason said, yeah, that's kind of Jason's job. He's a good friend most of the time. Did you put your finger on top of the socket? Oh, no, but I did drop the clutch on my finger. Did you guys see that video? Oh man, that hurt. My finger instantly throbbed. Jason's back. I actually had to work. Yeah. You tell your work like, hey, sorry guys, I gotta go. I got an important live stream going on. 28 people on right now. Cool. Let's do a little more video here. Oh, hey, Jason. Somebody mentioned earlier they saw my first video, so I talked a little bit about my old stuff and where we've come from. And as you're doing this, beating on the drive shaft, be careful if you are saving the U-joint on the other side. You're going to want to actually tape these caps on because they'll fall off just like this happened here. I'm replacing this one so I don't care, but you can get your needle bearings all messed up in there and out of order, and it could just turn into kind of a nightmare. So if you're saving the U-joint on the other side, tape the caps on. Okay, big pliers. Where are my big pliers? Now that we have this cap exposed as much as we can, we're going to take a big set of pliers and try to twist it off of here. Oh, hey, sorry, you guys couldn't see. Sorry! Forgot about you guys. Well, I didn't forget about you guys, but I forgot about your angle. Oh. Let's see here. What are you guys up to? Yay! Yelling, tilt down, Dale! Broncos. Do you know if Dale is going to do a transmission rebuild? It's not on. I've got so many projects going on. Transmission rebuild isn't in the near future. What state do you live in, Dale? I'm in Oregon, Southern Oregon. So let's see, I got U-joints and then maybe some more leaking seals on the YJ. Shock replacement will be coming up soon. I'm still working on the stroker engine. I need to tear into that a little bit more. And then I am in the market for a JK right now. I'm just kind of waiting for the right one and the right deal. Coffee break. All right, let's see if we can get the rest of this U-joint out. There we go. Hey, look at that. I can even zoom in for you guys. You gotta bear with me a little bit as I'm setting up my camera. My other camera. Okay, now that we got this cap off, we can go ahead and get the cap off the other side. Sometimes it'll be loose enough where you can just slip this right off. This one is still too tight, depending on the style of yoke you have. So we're gonna use the same method here to just pull that other cap off. Gosh, I really need to strike this with my left hand, and I am not left-handed. It's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna end up hitting myself or something. You guys would like to see that though, huh? Ah, I'm up against the Zerk tray. Oh, there we go. It broke loose. Try this guy the rest of the way out though. And I was talking about needle bearings earlier. If you're not familiar with needle bearings, that's what these little guys are, and they're all around the inside. Okay. I'm like, hey, I thought I removed those. But wrong side. I was working on this side. There we go. Our first U-joint is out. Easy as that. Now, I'm not going to record doing this side for the video because you get the point. Don't need to restate the same thing over and over. Yes, I should, I think somebody was mentioning I should buy a Harbor Freight press. Yes, I should. Boy, this one, talk about coming out easy. There we go, boom. It's a good start. Let's see, what are you guys up to? Bill Flint, use left hand, you'll get better with practice and it'll make a good video. Yes, I just don't want to injure myself. Gotta go, Dale, need to change my oil in my wife's JK. Take care, my friend. Good to see you. Thanks for joining in. Jeep Girl, give a thumbs up. Need to make coffee and get my day started. Okay, boys, have a good one. Stay tuned. May as well throw some paint on the drive shaft while it's out. Yeah, I'm really kind of cleaning up this Project Jeep. Really nice. If you guys saw when I did the axle seal, I didn't clean up the front axle a lot, but I'll clean that up right there. The shift motor housing. So that cleaned up nice. I think when I get this thing done, yeah, it'll be all shiny. Like all the mechanical parts will be all shiny, nice and new. Engine obviously looks great. New engine rebuild. New motor mounts. AMSOIL filter. Plugs and wires were newish when I bought it. New belt. Finally got rid of that super annoying squeak. Valve covers all painted, engines painted. So this is clean. New fuel injectors. Those guys, pretty happy with how they're working. I need new vacuum hoses. Just one more thing. One more thing to do. So honestly, I'm gonna set you guys down for a second. Just for a second, let me find somewhere to set you here. Whoa, U-joint. Did somebody just say U-joint? Set you guys right there. My chair. So I can take a seat, grab my coffee. Be back like 20 seconds. Thank you. All right. So I got the old U-joints off. Just wanted to kind of show that with you guys, hang out in the shop. How long is my video? 43 minutes. Plenty long enough, but hey, it gives you guys something to do when you're at work, right? Okay, boys, have a good one. Stay tuned. Throw some paint. Should have started with that one. Yeah, did the hard one first, huh? Worst U-joint I dealt with was on a Cherokee driver's side axle. Used a ball joint press. Yeah, I need one, huh? The impact ended up blowing off the top off two caps. Thank you. My wife just heated up my coffee for me. Thank you, honey.
You're welcome.
Yeah, worst U-joint. I haven't had a U-joint fail, like outright just fail, but I did have on, oh, it's on my daily driver, my green Jeep, my 94 YJ. Let me bring you guys a little closer because I know the audio on this is not great. So I try to get you guys as close as possible without things being awkward. My 94 YJ daily driver. Oh yeah, one of my old videos, and actually I'm going to use a little clip of it in this video for Friday. You put your hand on the drive shaft and yeah, it's just clink, 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 clink. And took it apart, the U-joint, the needle bearings were just gone. They're gone, no needle bearings. So it can actually be a little dangerous because your U-joint can completely fail. You can drop your drive shaft. I've heard of that happening, causing accidents. Let's see, any plans of buying any Jeep Cherokees? Not right now. I have plans of buying 2 JKs in the near future. Both of them 2012 or newer because I want the newer Pentastar 3.6 liter. It's just a better engine than the 2011 previous JKs. Those ones, people just have a lot of issues with bearings and after 100 and something thousand miles, they start failing. So, but hey, I could rebuild it, right? Actually, I have a 3.8 over there. But anyways, 2 JKs because I plan on buying a wrecked one. A wrecked, totaled, salvaged JK and doing a rebuild on it and see if I can bring it back to life. But then also, I really want a daily driver. I've dreamt of a daily driver JK for, I don't know, 10 years, ever since I first saw them, I think, which is more than 10 years ago, but at least 10 years I've wanted one, like a nice 4-door, because I have a family, and 2-door Jeeps with a big family, and yeah, I have a big family. It's hard, painful, get people in and out grocery shopping. It's just not super economical as a daily driver. I love it, it's fun, the kids love it, take the top off in the summer. It's a lot of fun, but yeah, to have a 4-door JK, that'd be cool. But they are so expensive, but they hold their value. Let's see. But anyways, yeah, plans of buying a Cherokee, not at this point, in the future, who knows. But right now I've got 2 YJs. I just sold my other YJ, the red one, Fungus. So I had 3 YJs. Plan on getting 2 JKs. So I think 4 Jeeps at one time. That'll be enough. Let's see, worst I had was on my father's 300,000 Tundra. He brought it to me with a horrific shaking problem. I noticed not only all of the needles were ground to dust, but 2 caps were completely missing. Oh, so he just had the internals of the U-joint. Yeah, he was lucky. That wasn't far off from just snapping off. And did you say it was front or rear drive shaft? I've heard of the front drive shaft, I guess. Yeah, U-joint braking, front drive shaft falling down, digging into the dirt or asphalt and kind of launching the Jeep, lifting it up, catapulting it essentially, causing an accident. If the rear U-joint failed and your drive shaft fell, I think you'd have a little more control. I don't know. I'm not speaking from experience on that. Just theoretically in my mind. What model of JKs? I'm looking forward to that one. Depends on what deal I can find. I thought about buying a Sport, the base model, and improving it to a Rubicon. Like, I can already see the title of the video, How I Turned My Sport into a Rubicon. Upgrading axles and differential, all that kind of stuff. But I don't know, if I find a screaming deal on a Rubicon or a Sahara, I might do that. I don't know. How big is your garage? I can barely fit 1 Jeep project in my 2-car garage. Yes, this is actually just a 2-car garage. It's a little bit wider when I had them build my garage. So it's like your typical 2-car garage, but it's 4 feet wider than your typical. But I did an addition on my house where I had to put stairs, so I actually took over part of my garage for stairs. So I think I lost about 3 feet because of that. So it's probably about the size of a standard 2-car garage. I like the look of the stock wheels against the black paint. Actually looks good for stock wheels. Yeah, it actually is much better. Are you referring to my project Jeep behind me here? Yeah, the stock rims on it. Oh, my tablet's geeking. Can't see your guys' comments. Tim said yes. Yeah, it's not bad. It's definitely much better than what was on there. I had these giant aluminum, they looked like they were designed to float on water. They were these huge, deep set aluminum rims with these big old balloon tires on them. They're just super wide. They weren't much taller. But actually the look of this size, this only has about 2.5 inches of lift on it. I think it looks decent for what we got. Let's see. One last question before I go. How did I get into Jeeping or Jeeps? I've always, as a lot of us, I think, you just kind of are enamored by them as a kid or something. You think like they're really cool looking. So I really developed my love for them or want of them when I was in high school, but I couldn't afford it. My very first car was a Ford Fiesta, beige, and gosh, what did I pay? Like $400 for it or $600 for it? You know, just an old car. And but I sure beat on it. I'd take it off road and all that. But a Jeep was just something I couldn't afford. And then, you know, went to college, got married, had a family, all that. It just was never really economical for my family and my wife and I, a young married couple. We were married in college and just trying to make ends meet. So it just wasn't in the cards. We just had to drive old cars that we had. And then job and family and kids. Then finally I saved up and bought my very first YJ. And ever since then, now I've owned a few different Jeeps. And so, yeah, I've just always really enjoyed them. And that's kind of how I got into them. I wasn't a car guy. I actually have some funny stories of, like back in high school and stuff, I did not know a thing about cars. I have some really, really dumb stories to tell. I thought someday I would tell some of the stories. Let's see. Bronco Solid's back again. What'd I miss? Repeat everything. Just read through the comments. Catch up. Watch the video Friday. Okay, Frank. AZ Frank. Yes, video Friday. I don't like gladiators personally. Yeah, gladiators, I think they're cool if they're done right. Stock gladiators, yeah, it looks weird. There's around the corner from me, somebody has a stock gladiator, like highway tires on it, no lift, like it looks like 100,000-mile radials on it. It's just, it's like, it's okay, but yeah, it looks awkward. Put some more aggressive tires on it, a little bit of lift, a winch, some cool bumpers, some rock guards. It'd be a cool looking Jeep. A 2010 Sahara manual. You wanted to trade for the right YJ. Doesn't really fit what I'm looking for, but just wanted to throw it out there. Okay, cool. That's what I'm looking for. You looking for a YJ? But yeah, I'm not quite ready to trade away my YJs. 2006 4-liter here. Maybe you should proofread after I type. No, stock is terrible. Stock Gladiator, yeah, stock Gladiator doesn't look great. Did you talk about selling PJ on the channel? No, I have not. I don't know what I'm gonna do with PJ, because it's got a long ways to go. Especially if we're gonna paint it and do body work. Exhaust on the video coming Friday when I'm crawling under there. Take the drive shaft off, the rear drive shaft, to work on the U-joints. You'll see the exhaust. That's why I'm learning to weld. Just got to give a wiper stance. Sell. Oh, a wider stance, not a wiper stance. Yeah, a wider stance, a little more aggressive, a little bit of lift, not too much. It's a ways out for sure, yeah. We talked about painting the spring. We're not going to be painting the spring. The whole pandemic has set back painting for sure. So I think we're almost an hour in, 54 minutes. I just can't believe the prices for gladiators. Holy crap, yeah, agreed. All the Jeeps. We could paint in the fall, maybe. Yeah, we just have to, we got some body work to do. I don't know, we'll have to plan it out. Bronco Solid is going to help me paint this Jeep. And I don't know, we just need to get started on it. Step one, though, is some body work. There's some body damage we got to work out. I've showed you guys in the past, you know, just fender work. A little rough around the edges. The doors don't quite fit great. The doors are actually in really rough shape, but I was thinking about just cutting these off, making half doors out of them. when I learned to weld. And then back here, yeah, more body damage. I don't know, do we just replace this quarter panel? Might be the best bet to try to bang this out, but it's all tweaked up here. I don't know, what do you guys think? Well, this isn't a quarter panel. This actually goes all the way. This is the entire side, isn't it? But yeah, definitely body work. Can't wait to get the fender flares. Not worth the hassle. Get these fender flares off. I've been wanting to cut these dumb little toe hitches. So this Jeep was designed to be towed. You know how many times I've, whacked my knee on that? A few. I'm normally pretty careful with it, but I just need to get a grinder on that. Maybe that'll be an episode. Grinding those guys off, taking the fender flares off. But as I mentioned to you guys a few times, I'm learning to weld. I'll need some pointers. I'll be throwing up videos. I've learned quite a bit just watching and learning from other people, but I don't have somebody here to teach me. The Renegade is the worst looking. I did buy a bunch of gear. I'm getting my welding set up all ready to go. The one thing I'm missing is the welder. I ordered it, it's a couple weeks out, and I went with a MIG welder, and so it does MIG and flux core. I thought I would start with flux core. It looks easiest, but leave some comments. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys are welders, I'd love tips. I'm totally open to feedback. I'll be posting pictures of my first welds, how it's going, my settings, all that kind of stuff. So I look to you guys for feedback on my social media, Facebook, Instagram. I'll be posting things there, and maybe on YouTube as well. So, but I'm gonna call it quits right here. Got other stuff to do. I got to finish my peanut butter toast. I haven't exercised this morning yet, and gotta have my family help me with some yard work. Has a crack. Oh, are you talking about? Oh no, you're not talking about. There's my other engine out of a JK. So this is the 3.8, the older, and the rod was starting to knock, so a bad bearings on these guys have a tendency to slip. So that'll be a future project, and future, yeah, very future. I don't know. I got a lot going on. The Jeep Solid Garage and stroker engine. I know you guys are excited about that. I am as well. So talking about 5.2 Grand Cherokee. What brand welder? Honestly, I went with the Harbor Freight. What is it? Titanium? Something like that. The green one, the titanium, I think it's called. It's a 140, a MIG 140. So it'll do flux core and gas. And I just wanted the option. It was a little bit more expensive as opposed to just their flux core, but I wanted more versatility down the road as I get better. Yes, it is Harbor Freight, but from what I read, it welds fine. So 2200 from Harbor Freight is hella good. I got the 140, so flux core and MIG gas. So I'll be looking for you guys for feedback on that. So thank you guys. Have a good day. And we are 1 hour in, 59 minutes and 32 seconds. So have a good day, and I'll see you guys on Friday.